We go with this one first. No more damage on this turn. Told you, man, search always is useful. They have burn, but this is the burn, so we get this efficiency now. On the next. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today control that will be untouchable for our opponent, because we are playing Search of Salvation card that is kinda famous by now, because it's extreme. You and permanents you control gain hexproof until end of turn, prevent all black and red damage to your creatures as well. All for 1 mana, it's also an instant. And I wanted to check, is this card good main deck as a control tool? Because it counters invokes, it counters a lot of Liliana triggers. You know, there's so much stuff that it counters. It protects your planeswalkers, that's the big one. They always die somehow, right? This protects them. So the whole deck is built around having a control over the game and some extreme threats like Jin-Gitaxias and Eternal Wanderer, and having the Search of Salvation for basically a 1 mana hard counter spell. It not only counters the spell they are playing, they also counter everything else on the same turn. So if they have Sorcerer speed removal, it won't work. And guys, when you see the games, it actually makes such a big difference. So I was playing a little bit with this one, and I think there was not a single situation when I was not happy with this card. It always finds its use. They always remove your samurais, planeswalkers. They target your face with invoke, like they lightning strike you. It always counters something. It usually goes card for card at least. And it usually is so tempo efficient that you can sneak this 5 mana Emperor and suddenly your Emperor survives, which means that you get so much more value out of it. So far, extremely happy with the card. Also, Jin-Gitaxias. Jin-Gitaxias is starting to, steal my heart, because this drawing effect is no joke, and the word means that this creature is way more resilient than anything else in your deck. And with the Search of Salvation it gets way better, because your opponent needs to pay probably 4 mana for any kind of legit removal that tries to kill Jin-Gitaxias. And you pay what? 1 mana. If you have 6 mana Jin-Gitaxias together, it means you have the search, right? It means even if he has double removal, he cannot kill Jin-Gitaxias because he won't have enough mana. He needs 8 mana for this play, and if you play this on curve, he has 6 or 7 at most, and he cannot kill it. It means you untap, and this is where the fun begins, right? Because for this reason we play Syncopates and Marches, because believe me, they are converted mana cost 3 or more if you need them. They can also be a 2 mana counterspell and 2 mana removal. So those cards perfectly match Jin-Gitaxias, because you can counter something for x equals to, then you draw a card with Jin-Gitaxias. Counter spells that also draw you cards are extremely expensive, and like it's high value cards, and suddenly your every counter spell becomes like it. Even if you exile something like a token, don't forget you can pay 2 extra mana for this. You basically overpay, but then it is converted mana cost 3 or more, and suddenly you draw a card. So you just pay extra mana and suddenly you get the value. Alright, I got way too excited, but man, Jin-Gitaxias won me way more games than I expected, and I still did never use the ultimate. And yeah, Search Control, absolutely untouchable. I hope you will enjoy the games. One of the games will be extra long, so as usually bring some popcorn and we'll smoke some red decks. Not straight up red, but it will be close enough. So I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, extremely appreciate that you guys are so much supporting the channel, so thank you for that. And yeah, let's go into the games and have some fun in Magic. Alright, talk about weird hands. Let's hope that we can draw land naturally. If not, it might get very messy very quickly. But like 2 lands from the top, and this is absolutely amazing. Plains. A casual plains from the top. No march, really important. Really important. Mirex, alright, and the farmhand. So, mono-white control. Search of Salvation, I mean, not exactly aimed against them, but we'll try to make it work. I mean, generally you want to play Celestus-like effects, the ramp spells, as soon as possible, because on the every next turn you get one more mana. And this is one of the reasons why I played it. Because they freaking always have something, but bro, hexproof. Everything hexproof. Man, I have never had a game when this card didn't trade for something. Like, it's really good. It actually is really good. This has to be the Emperor, right? I don't want to trade it, man. I like my cards. I like my cards. I'm not sure if that's correct, but I like my cards. And this is the main cool thing about the deck, and honestly, it always works. Like every game, every situation, it just trades for something game deciding, you know? Alright, I actually will go for Loran. Because she's really annoying. He might have another one, but he cannot play it on this turn, right? And I can still make another samurai, so it clears the board. And all we need to do is just draw cards. At this point he should know what the card is, unfortunately. But hopefully we can catch him. Like, he needs to target something at some point, right? First, we start with the Emperor. Then we draw with the Bankbuster. It can be a land. Now we play a Bankbuster. And we give Loran so many targets. So many targets. I think he has more than one. But we will see. Really cool. Hopefully it's not Loran. If we can draw cards from those Bankbusters, we will win the game. That's our win con. And with Search, I kinda feel, you know, lay down arms, sure. Annoying, but I accept. So we are losing the Emperor, but we will get so much value that we just hit farewell at some point, and all of this doesn't matter. One of the cool things about playing white control deck, you just don't need to care about all of this. Alright, so we probably need to sweep in 2 turns, right, when this flips, because that would be a lot of damage. Let's start drawing cards. We definitely deserve... Oh boy. Oh boy, he won't like it. Man, I like my cards, what can I say? Okay, this one I don't like. And we're drawing until we finally hit a land. Did we play a land? No. Alright, that's not great. I really wanted to hit the land. However, with Celestus, it's not as hurting, you know? Fateful Absence, we need only one. They play Planeswalkers, and we don't have counterspells yet. For damage, absolutely. It doesn't prevent the damage to me, right? Unless it's black or red. Wedding Announcement, sure. So he will draw 2 cards. It's something. I think we have so many ways to play it out. Don't forget that we can get all those Bankbusters back, man. A Syncopate. A wild Syncopate approaches. This is such a good farewell, isn't it? Alright. Alright. I know it's crazy. But I think you might like it. Just please, a land. You know what, I'll take it. Can I lock down ever? Man, what the hell are those stabs? I should have this open. So, basically, he can get all the planes back at some point, right? But it's okay, because I will get my Bankbusters, and when I farewell all of the enchantments, I get the Bankbusters back with full charge. And that's pretty cool. Do you want to farewell? I would strongly advise to farewell. Alright. And the point is he doesn't draw cards, right? because he has he doesn't have two creatures. So the big emperor. I don't think it's the moment for the big emperor. I think, man, surges. Like, it's 1 mana protection against anything that will, you know, anything bad that will happen to you. Alright. And we don't even need to farewell right now. Alright, this should be the Emperor, right? We'll have 2 open mana. Well, I think we can take 4. We'll start doing the thing later. So he draws a card, his board is not growing at all. That's interesting. He's not playing too much. It seems that he just wants to go Mirrex. Do I farewell on this turn? I think I do, because then I can start doing with Bankbusters again.
Strike fast and strike hard.
I could also kill this. No, but he will just get. I need to get rid of the wedding announcements. Man, I really want my lands. That's slightly annoying. Maybe I just played it. No, but he will just make more. So we are kind of forced to do it right now. So let's go enchantments and creatures, right? I will go for Gravers as well. Sometimes he has annoying stuff. It's not important, but it might be useful, you know? Alright, so he gets a lot of planes. He will probably get all the planes from his deck. But we're getting the Bankbusters. I could draw 1 card, but honestly I prefer to have the Surges open. And we can always draw at the end step. Let's create a token. So he can make a nice board, but we should be able to very easily draw into answers. And the Eternal Wanderer is here, so it will be even easier. So we have 1 guaranteed sweep. Ossification. Alright, what is the target? You know what? If he wants to play like this, I am up for it. We are actually mana efficient on this, man. Enjoy. So this doesn't do anything. And now he also cannot target anything else that we have. Bankbuster is fine. We actually need to start checking the cards at some point. I don't think it will go to the mill game, it usually doesn't, but it is possible. So now he cannot kill the Emperor unless he has some interaction, and that's worth a card. And if he plays like this, it's actually even better, right? You want to target a Ganja? He had a Ganja probably, or Elspeth Smite, and he wanted to kill it, and then he realized that he cannot target it. Oh, that's glorious. That's absolutely glorious. Let's take the card. Sunfall is important card, and we have Syncopate, so I don't think... Yeah, I think it's okay. However, I would really appreciate drawing a land. I probably need to use Memory Deluge, right? Just 1 try. Just give me a land from the top, please. I was a good person. Sometimes. Guess not. Guess not. This is still negate mana. So we will go with this one. He can make 1 Mirrex. I just want to hit my lands, man. Emperor is great, but in case he farewells, let's take the Memory Deluge. Alright, and now we can create +1, and now this board barely kills the Emperor, right? Barely. Just barely. But he needs to commit a little bit. And we still have the Samurai, right? And we get good trades. So we draw a card, and... or either we draw a card or just negate something. I really want to start hitting my land drops, keep the counter spells and start drawing with the Bankbusters. That should be a win con. And then probably we try to hit some Jin-Gitaxias or just try to win with Wandering Emperor probably. Alright, so we lose the Emperor, that's fine. But we start trading. Or actually not trading, but getting free value. And those Bankbusters, I'll tell you, like we won't get outdrawn this game. It will be just question who can kill the other guy. Because it will be hard for both of us. Alright, that's good. That's a land. And he's actually discarding. So we are not drawing. At this point we have everything we want. I should discard something probably. It will be a land. Alright, we smork. We apply a little bit pressure. So he wants to go with the Mirex on this one. I'm not sure if that's a winning strategy. Alright, a Ganja from before. Do we want to protect? Honestly, I think it's... but we want the Emperor, right? It's really good card overall, and he's down to 6. We also cannot counter it. This might not be the best idea, but I think he really wants to kill the samurai, so let's really try to not give him the chance. And we have so many stuff at the end step that we hold the mana for counter spells. Yeah, he really wants to kill us with those Mirexes. But it might be possible. So I don't think he has any proliferate, so I think we can go pretty hard on this. How much mana do we need for this one? 6 mana, right? And we'll have to open. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. We want to burn the Syncopate, because as the game goes, Syncopate is worse and worse. Yeah, you can click it. Or maybe you can't. Alright, so the Emperor is gone. Let's see what the real threat is. Alright. I think we can go with one crewing of Bankbuster. Here he wants to keep attacking us, because as you can see he's losing hard on cards. And even if he tries to kill it, we can always crew the other Bank. Like, we have so many ways to burn value to get tempo. Alright, that's not a winning play for... See? He just gave up on his own plan because he realized that it's not working. Oh, this is the moment you know you made a good decision. Let's draw with this one in case he wants to kill it in response. Syncopate, perfect. I have a land for the turn, so I don't need to cycle. Lands are actually really good here. Alright. I think this is a Sun for turn. You know, it's not the biggest deal, but now he cannot create anything at the end step. And I possibly get a 3-3. I could activate it and start attacking, but I don't think this is this kind of game. Like, we are grinding him. He's down to 6 cards, 7 after the Bankbuster. That's not so much. Sure, 1/1s, we don't care. And with 2 counter spells and the Emperor, we have extremely powerful plays. I won't even mention that we can, you know, do the lockdown thing again. Mondrak, that's a threat. I think that's something we would like to counter. So he has 6 mana open, I have 6 mana total. What an unfortunate coincidence. Alright, tokens might get scared very quickly. So, for this reason, let's start with the Memory Deluge, I guess. Jin-Gitaxias is here, and Syncopate, of course. It's still a decent card. And let's open this one so we can crew on the next turn as well. If we can pressure them, it should be pretty fine. And Blast Zone is a good draw overall. Alright, we need as much mana as possible, so this one will be a discard probably. Alright, what do we do? So he will create 2 pilots and 2 Mirex things. Pretty annoying. But I have a plan. I think we can make it work. Because when you exile Mondrak, he will probably answer with all of this, and then we can start doing our stuff.
If you can.
Right? He needs two creatures, he has them, so let's just exile. It doesn't give a hexproof, only indestructible. And Emperor is pretty good against this kind of stuff, see? He's starting to create all of the stuff. Hopefully he will also activate Mirex. Nice. And now we have a very clear situation, we know exactly what's up.
I'll handle this one.
So, do we want to fight for the board, or we just ignore it? That's a good question. I think we can take it. So let's keep up the counterspells and the Memory Deluge. Right, because we have Bankbuster, we have this token. And he can only attack one creature on the Emperor, right? So I don't think he can be extremely threatening. We might even sweep the board if we want. Mondrak will be here, right? Sunset Rover, he draws a card. A little annoying, but it's okay. Nothing huge, he will cycle all of them. Obviously we will have more cards than him. And that's a counterspell, my friend. He has 5 mana, right? And we have how much? 2? 4? 7. We could burn the Emperor. 5, 6. I think we need to go through the Syncopates, you know? I think I counted right? Okay. Got scared for a second. Okay, he can crew the Bankbuster, but then we trade our own Bankbuster, and that's fine. I actually don't mind it at all. Let's see the attack. He can only target one creature on the Emperor, and that's pretty huge. Yep, we will crew. And he's targeting the biggest one. Which is, of course, correct. Let's see if he can kill it before I declare blockers. Nope. Good. So he can kill it maybe, but it's fine. Alright. All the creatures except the pilot are tapped.
That's coming off.
And we have the Emperor at full loyalty, so that should be enough to close the game. He's also fully tapped, so no creatures at the end step. Poison is so far gone, but this is not the plan that will work. This is 2 life. Alright, colorless mana. So, we can choose Mondrak, right? If we choose anything else, he just sacrifices the creatures and this is indestructible. So, we will target Mondrak.
Kneel before the Emperor of Kamigawa.
What? Why wasn't there priority? He has the life, so he can pay 4 mana. He had creatures. I don't understand. Like, this is colorless mana. It should work. Alright. Maybe I missed something. I have zero idea, man. Maybe he just clicked it so quickly. Anyway, what are we doing here? I think we'll finally play Jin-Gitaxias. Hold up some counter spells. Jin-Gitaxias is pretty good because of the ward, so even at this stage, if they target it multiple times, we might syncopate them. And I can indeed trade this. Now he doesn't have creatures, there's no... Man, I don't understand. There's no passives that do this, right? Man, I feel like I'm missing something, but I have no idea what. He has the life. Is it activated as a sorcerer? No. No idea, man. No idea. I'm happy he traded, because that means absolutely empty board, right? And we have so many answers and double Memory Deluge to start refilling after we are set. Negate is so huge, man, in this matchup. Like, we can counter all of their 6 mana Emperors, and that's their win cons. Exile, sure. Down to 3 cards. Well, this is annoying, but I think we can solve it. We have the lockdown, right? So he probably gets only 1 card. Hopefully. Hopefully. I will exile my incubation token, but it's not the worst. Alright, and this is the turn. Memory Deluge. A big one. We also draw from Jin-Gitaxias. We need to be a bit careful to not mill ourselves. But with those cards we should be okay. So Dissipate, okay, no, those are pretty good ones. Alright, let's play the Cove. So in this moment we are at the closing stage of the game. We know we are winning, we just need to make it, you know, official.
Keep your eyes sharp.
So let's start clearing. With triple counters or quadra counter spells we can absolutely get it done. Bankbuster is also cool for the haste factor. Alright, and I think we have spare mana for this one. So let's activate the token. He has the Mirex, but I don't think he will be able to kill us faster than we can kill him. And let's kill the Emperor as well. Don't forget they cannot block, and 2 is not enough to crew the Bankbuster. Alright, and we say go. You need to start killing us, my friend. Because the game is suddenly going to be over in like 2 turns, I would believe. Like, the next attack will be devastating, but not game winning. I definitely don't need this land right now. How much mana do we have? 3? 7? Is it 5? 12 mana? Really? No, this is 1 island. 5, 7, 8. Alright, I thought 5 is here for some reason. Alright, try again. I like my board. Also, we would prefer to cast 2 mana counterspells, so I don't draw too many cards. Jin was pretty late this game. Sure, enjoy your draw. So he can draw a little bit of cards, but he slows him down, like himself, super hard. Ossification. What will he play? I guess I could temporal lockdown. I will counter it. Let's go 5, 6. I don't have so much mana? Oh, alright. Awkward. Pretty awkward situation. Alright, let's protect the Emperor then. And I guess we can actually refill a little bit. What do you do? Return, you may cast a number. Yeah. As long as you don't shuffle cards into library, I'm fine with it. Alright, this one is not extremely important. We can make more. Well, not maybe exactly, right? And we can syncopate for 2. So I guess we are losing the Emperor, but we are winning on the board and he's down to 1 card. So we can make it work, I think. Especially with the Emperor. He should attack. Oh, right, he cannot attack Emperor with 2 ones. That's fine. That's fine. Let's create a creature. And let's start attacking. I need to close this game. It's dragging out just a little bit. And that's it. We keep the mana open. We do not draw cards. We need to force our opponent to do it. Don't forget you draw way more cards with Jin-Gitaxias, so it's not as easy. He's also down to 19, maybe he can mill even faster than us, to be honest. Monarch. This is something that can go pretty crazy very quickly. So we have what, 13, 14 mana. And he has 10. Can you pay a casual 11? I hope I counted right. Well, that's definitely above value 3 or more. I'll give you that. Alright, another card down the drain. He can crew the Bankbuster, that's something pretty important that we need to keep in mind. Alright. He can pay for Jin-Gitaxias, but we have more.
I'm not overconfident.
And he also needs to pay the tax, which means that he cannot activate Mirex as easily. Like, he has Reliquary and he has Mirex, but I guess he can still get one of them at least.
Almost sad to see you.
Alright, let's see the attack. No attacks. Because of the double striker. We decline. Respectfully. And I mean, we're making more samurais, because he's fine, man. It took a while, but we grinded all of his value from the deck, and that should be it. I could probably play differently on many ways, but it's fine, guys. I mean, more damage is here, so let's go like this. No vigilance though. Easy to miss. Samurais usually have vigilance. Alright. So he wants to crew it. We have multiple ways to go around it. Let's see the block first. I probably want to keep the Emperor, right? So, do we trade it? We definitely ganja this. So let's start with this one. We could give the first strike and get the free trade. And I think it's good enough this way. Alright, let's play... You know what? Let's play the Bankbusters. Because they basically have haste on the next turn, right? So we can play Jin-Gitaxias, Emperor, and just crew a lot of Bankbusters and kill him when he doesn't feel that he will be, killed on this turn. I think that's the strategy. Man, this took a while. I hope you guys are enjoying it, but this is the kind of games that, all the decisions matter. And as you can see, like, this Search of Salvation, man, it really felt extremely helpful, this game. Actually, at some point, wished I had another one. Alright. 5 poison counters, but it will be hard for him to attack. He might only attack with this one. Because this has first strike, right? Nice choices, honestly. So, we definitely start with the Emperor. We can trade here and get 2 poison counters. I think we just grow because it's faster Lethal, right? Block.
I've got new moves to teach you.
Allowed. Alright. So the Emperor is still here. He might ganja it or something like this, but, he's still fighting. I guess the cards must be good. But we will see. 7 poison counters. Mirex trying his best. Bankbuster, alright. And do we want more cards? I think we do. Actually, we do. Because the game will definitely not drag for 12 turns, so we might get extra value on this turn. I mean, by extra value, I mean 3 lands from the top, I guess. Alright, how do we kill him? He can use one of the Bankbusters, right? So we should probably start with this one. Let's get the white mana. And we just casually say that artifacts should be gone. I should name our enchantments probably, but it's okay. It's fine, guys. So we are losing Bankbusters, but so is he. And that means... Like, this is what, 5-10 already? Alright. So I will create this one because I don't want to risk the trigger from my Planeswalker, the Emperor. I really need it. Alright, another Emperor, sure. I mean, let's see. Let's see how it goes.
I'm home.
-2, good.
You're done.
So we still deal 2 damage in total. And we can create even wider board, right?
Guards, to me.
I think we just go Memory Deluge or the Blast Zone, depending on the situation. Man, it cannot be close. I thought it would be over, but it's still going. But our Emperor is a bit bigger. If they sack the Emperor, I think they know it's not good for them. So let's create this one, and I think we will dig for the answer. Yep, and that's final moment. Oh man, double Emperor work. And this is the game that got us to numbered Mythic, so we definitely fought for this one. Nearing 70% on the draw so far. Cool. Let's see the Stalia. Alright, actually mono green. A bit more enjoyable. Let's show that we have some interaction, make them think. Not sure how we play this one out. Oh, it's Gruul. Gruul is more annoying. But no 2-drop at least, so nothing with haste. I'm not sure what this is. You know it is something, right? So if they play a very good 3-drop, we might exile the Eternal Wanderer even. For some reason this is exactly the one I was thinking about. Alright, so let's go for 3. This one is more expensive, like 6-drop? Bro, when will you ever play a 6-drop? Alright, still, we kinda used it. So this will pump the adaptive still, it's not bad for them. We could clear the board, but honestly I think it will be better later. And Celestus is no joke. It also gives us white mana for... Yeah, I guess we couldn't play the lockdown, right? We need double white for this. But we still wouldn't. Alright, maybe they have Bossage or something and they consider how important Celestus is for us. Alright. Alright. I wish I had the search right now. Alright, so that was their full turn. You know what? If we draw a white source from the top, because we are a great Magic player, I mean, that won't be bad. They have a lot of haste creatures, probably. So let's make sure that we can counter whatever will happen. I don't expect a instant speed creature, right? Oh boy, it really feels that something bad will happen, but let's try. I want to see what bad will happen. This will probably die, Emperor will probably die, but hopefully it burns their full turn and 2 cards. And 2 damage a turn is not as threatening, we keep playing our lands. So no, there are options. I think Strike is a lot of damage. So they have something for the Emperor, right? Otherwise it wouldn't have too much sense. Yep, play with fire. So, nearly full turn, and we got this stuff. It would be perfect if they played like 1 or 2 drop. Do we really want to keep the daytime? With Syncopate I don't think so. Like if they play a werewolf, we just counter it. 2 damage a turn is something we kinda can take. They have a lot of burn in this deck, so we need to be careful. Alright, they decided there's nothing scary that we can do. Alright. Man, I want... So, Negate is a really good card here. Do we go for Farewell? I might regret it so hard. But I think this is a good play. So we clear the board, then we can counter something either with this or this, and if they target lockdown in some weird way, we will try to search. But we'll see, we'll see. Search is very interesting card against them. Alright, a bit slow, but still very scary. And they're playing it pretty smart, to be honest. But Emperor is amazing draw here. We're all the time at the night time, so we don't need to fight for this part. So Legendary. So it doesn't need to be targeted. So we don't get life gain, unfortunately, but it's still worth to get rid of Hajar. Other way would be to -1 and start plussing, but if they kill Emperor, it's not really great. We don't have enough mana to counter this one, so we need to go with it. Okay, but we have some stuff. If we plus, we force him to attack the Emperor. This is green. Oh, if that would be a black creature or a red one, that would be so... Okay, red one. That would be so much better. Let's plus. This will force reaction. We have exactly the Memory Deluge mana, so a bit awkward. We cannot even spare this one, unless we want to counter something. So he needs to go Emperor. What? Alright. I would guess that it means Tyvar stunt, right? He doesn't kill us with poison, so that doesn't really matter. It's just 4 damage to the face. Lightning strike. We go with this one first. Huh? No more damage on this turn, and suddenly your creature is not as cool as you thought. Told you, man, search always is useful. 3 mana. I want to get rid of the Syncopate first because it's... Is it worse? They have burn, but this is the burn, so we get this efficiency now. On the next turn we actually clear the board, so let's just make sure that we have the answer. Fizzled. Only 2 mana. He has priority. That would suggest that this is something that can be played, but no target. I want to see the card. I'm not sure what is this. What is it? Oh, a Ganjo. A Ganjo means that maybe we play differently. Do I waste the Emperor, man? I could pay 3 mana and just Syncopate whatever he gets. I will have 4 mana, so 3 mana Syncopate. So up to 3 drop comes. That could be really punishing for us. Alright, let's not risk it. Removal will be needed later anyway. So if he whiffs or doesn't play anything, we Memory Deluge. And then we should fix the game. If he has something, we can either counterspell or remove it. So, you know, not extremely good situation, but... Alright, I think we can beat this one card. Alright. I think it's Search and Jin-Gitaxias. Search is such a good card, honestly. And with Jin-Gitaxias we don't need to be so defensive with, you know, a Ganjo removal, because this can just block. And when we start playing those 3 mana, you know, spells, we start doing so many cards. Honestly, Jin-Gitaxias so far was very often just carrying me through the game. Like with those cardos, like I kept going, and suddenly I fixed the situation. Not playing Bankbuster because of Syncopate. Cool. Bro. I will gladly take this land. That actually helps me so much. Oh, I can Syncopate you even better. And you have a 1/1. That's cute. Explosion? Huh? You know it's the time. Oh boy, that was the weirdest game. I'm so happy we managed to go through it, but man, it was dicey. Alright, this is one of the most awful hands I have seen in my life. And so is this one. Very bad opening so far, but we have temporary lockdown, so if we can hit those 3 lands, man, maybe. Just maybe. Bankbuster, I mean, not perfect, but decent draw. We need those lands from the top, man. Alright, Orzhov. If we can stabilize with the Bankbuster and just open mana, we want. We absolutely want. But still, that's not the worst that could happen. Not the worst. So I don't want to tap the mana. I don't want him to play anything. Oh boy, this will be the Emperor. Emperor is super annoying because I'm behind. I need to draw just to keep playing my stuff, you know. So I really hope they don't have it. So far, I'm not sure what we are playing against. Yeah, and they kept the mana. That's oh, I'm not sure if we can beat it. This will be such a way uphill just because of those lands. Lands, please. I mean, it's getting worse. All right, one of those games. Yeah, he gets basically a freebie Emperor just because. And he played it really not optimally, but it doesn't matter if your opponent cannot curve out. Man, we drew way more cards than him and we still cannot hit anything. Alright, second white, but Emperor will be such a pain, man. Like, we will have real work to basically solve this mess. So he gets a card. Hopefully he will go up to, you know, -1, and then we can clear the board after drawing with Bankbuster and hitting lands. Are you absolutely serious right now? Look at an opponent's hand. It doesn't really even target. Are you freaking serious, man? One of those games. Everything going into our opponent's direction, man. He just hit those 4 lands in 3 colors with no issues, man. Alright, so he will name the lockdown probably, and it will hurt like crazy. Because that was our whole strategy, to recover from, you know, not being good at drawing cards. 3 search, 4 lands. Seems about right. Nice. Quality game of Magic, once again, thank you Shuffler. Alright, so this is one of the hands that you definitely want to be on the play with, but you know what, we will keep it. We'll keep it, we'll see it, because on the draw there is higher chance we draw the third land, on the play there is chance that we should mulligan it, because then you have less cards. So if he whiffs, oh, but of course, the game is nearly over. Great Magic, yay Magic. Alright, so this will be extremely hard, because the reason you don't play counter spells is being on the draw against this deck. Oh, it's Gruul. Still close. I'm not sure if we can beat it, but it's a bit better. But as you can see, we are so behind just by, you know, playing the game on the draw. Now, I'm a bit ranty on this because it really feels that the win rate is so heavily dependent on who's going first, and that's not exactly what I enjoy. Let's hope for a 3-drop. We need to hit a 3-drop, man. Alright, first step. If he wasn't so greedy and he played a 2-drop, we would be absolutely out of the game by now. Alright, not sure what do we do now. Oh, Lockdown. Lockdown is really good draw, man. So you're telling me there's a chance. I know we could get better value, but honestly, if I don't do it now, I might not do it ever. If he plays 3-drop, this is really bad. Oh, nice buyback. Alright, this is oh, we missed the Emperor mana. That's not perfect. Alright, but you know what? So it is obviously very good against removal, right? But they need to burn 1 mana. And they will have probably a lot. That's pretty darn perfect, isn't it? Alright, how do we do it? So this, if we kill this, it just hits our face, right? But he pays the mana. Then we untap, play, use Emperor and go from there. If we kill this, then we use Emperor and they burn Emperor in the response. Which might not be the worst, because we have another one. But you know what, I still think... Oh, and if they burn this, right? They don't get the card. And actually card might be better than this 3 damage, man. Alright, I actually like this play quite a lot. Man, can we actually win this? That would be pretty insane. So we want to play something during our turn. Also, he might not tap and just buff the other creature with haste, you know, so we definitely need to play main phase. Are you out of gas? Kinda. So one goes to the Emperor. Man, lockdown is so insane in those kind of games.
Our swords will cross.
Alright, how do we do it? I think it's the Emperor. Like, if they play something big, we Syncopate. If they don't play anything, we just Emperor block. And they need to keep attacking. Man, even if we win, it's just an annoying game. Like, I don't enjoy playing against aggro. It's fine, but, you know, I honestly preferred white aggro. Just without Talia, but the normal white aggro is just, you know, this cool archetype. So, we can counter it. Absolutely. We could also Sunfall, but this is so much damage that I don't think we want this. I think this is the best target we'll get. And Syncopate is kinda hard to use, so we could negate part of the damage. Yeah, you attack, bro. I'll help you. There is no reason to not attack, especially with 1/1s. Alright, what's the decision? Do you attack, or you leave the game, or you fall asleep? What's the game plan? Oh wow, attacking. Crazy. Never seen before. Alright, do we march this? We really care about our life total. I know it's a weird play, I know. And I'm honestly not sure if that's the correct one. But every 1 damage might matter. And don't forget that on the next turn we are going for the Emperor, which means that we won't be able to respond to anything else. So this 1 damage can stack over 2 or 3 turns. Alright, that's fine. Kumano faces Kakaza. Extremely annoying card. Because we could sweep if that wasn't the enchantment, you know? They should not attack. I don't think they will attack, to be honest. I think they will wait, which is correct. And they need really good cards from the top, man. Oh boy, I guess we will get the full rope. Our Dan Cash, aggro player, is so mad that playing 5 creatures in a row didn't win him the game, that he just doesn't want to play Magic anyway. And, you know, he's playing aggro, so he probably doesn't like Magic anyway. Oh boy, if you are aggro player watching, it's fine, we are just making it for entertainment. But you admit that this is not the best showcase of, you know. Alright, going first with Syncopate and the Bankbuster. Let's see what we are against. This will be really important. And let's go with the blue land still. And you know what? Let's actually bluff. Alright. So I wanted to skip the turn. That's an interesting one. Mono white, so they don't have really good 1-drops. This might get marched. No march, very good. Because march is actually really good, even at the exile cost. So I expect like a Doc or the plains guy, the farmer. Alright, farmhand. Exactly. But he's ambitious, so you know. So this was really what we expected and we hoped for. Because now we can start playing differently. I'm not sure if we counter a Ganjo. Hopefully he won't play it, because I don't want to have hard choices, you know? I want the easy way out, just play Doc or something like this. Ooh, that's a really strong card, man. Oh, I'm not super happy with the counter, but we have to do it. Let's create an Emperor, maybe. I wonder. So he will have another Emperor, maybe. Not sure. Don't remember what their best 4-drop is. Do we really go for the Emperor right now? I mean, it's a really good value, man. And the point is, even if they have an Emperor, that's still good. They might have a Ganjo and they get it back on the next turn. But I get a lot of tempo this way. And if they spend the whole turn playing a Ganjo and playing a Plains, see? He's 2 behind. Like, even the Emperor already, like, gives so much pressure that if he can punish her, like, he's out of the game very quickly.